Hello and welcome to Need You Spiral. Before we begin, this video does contain spoilers and please support the author as well. Official link is in the description below. Let's discuss about this manhwa, the Tyrant's only perfumer. The story is complete and has 3 epilogues. My star rating is 4 out of 5. The art is beautiful and gets better in season 2. The story has 1 male lead, 1 female lead, 1 prince, the female lead's competitor, and the female lead's annoying father. The female lead is ambitious and I wouldn't call her smart because she tends to think of a plan and hopes for the best. The male lead is one of those men that does a 180 flip when he thinks the female lead acts different. And then throughout the story, he is always helping her. But with the original female lead, Ariel, he wouldn't lift a finger or glance at her. Man. The story theme is about perfumes. If you don't like perfumes, you can stop this video right here. Each bottle has an amazing design and it will make you wonder how she gets these bottles produced so quickly. This story is detailed about what ingredients is used in the perfume. The author would have researched a lot about real perfume. I think a lot of the perfumes would be based off real perfumes in real life. I'm not much of a perfume lover, so I can't really comment on this. I can only tell if it smells nice or stinky. Overall, there are funny moments, and if you continue with this story, it will be for the art and the perfume bottle designs, not so much for the story and the romance of things. Story recap. The story is about Ariel, our female lead. In the modern world, she dies after being in hospital for 5 years. While in the hospital, she was reading a romance novel called May Rest Be at Your Side. These titles are always so cheesy, have you noticed? Before she dies at the hospital, she loses her smell and her sight. In the end, she couldn't finish the novel before she passed away. She wakes up as a noble's daughter, and the original Ariel was a villain. The original Ariel bribed the male lead with a special perfume in exchange for dating her. In chapter 1, the female lead decides to break up with the male lead because she knows he will fall in love with someone else and end up hanging her. After the breakup, the male lead does a 180 backflip from ignoring the original Ariel to now wondering why he's so fascinated with her, and he ends up helping her when needed. Later in the story, you have the drama with the female lead's father, wanting her to marry an old man for money. You have the female lead's competitor and a self-centered prince. By chapter 78, the male lead will leave no room for miscommunication and will tell the female lead he loves her, and they will kiss. Leading up to the end of the story was a bit rushed and anticlimactic. She gets kidnapped from the ball, and from there the story is really rushed. Even with a big, strong male lead character, the female lead is there to save the day. During the kidnapping story, they showed a flashback of when the original Ariel and the male lead were kids. I don't know if it was necessary though to add that part in. Now it adds more to the question of why was he ignoring the original Ariel, but I guess once something is gone, you want it back. Maybe? There was a few unanswered questions when this manhwa finished, but feel free to comment below on what you think. The blurb. A young woman sick with incurable illness closes her eyes for the last time, only to wake up as Ariel Winston, antagonist of the novel she had loved reading before her death. Knowing her death lies before her if she continues down the path the real Ariel has been going towards, she quickly breaks up with Duke Cedric Evans, who is not only the protagonist of the novel, but a man who is cursed with a condition which caused him to become bloodthirsty when he does not smell a specific scent constantly. However, Cedric, who had been forced to date Ariel due to his status as his personal perfumer, suddenly seems reluctant to distance himself from her. Just what is wrong with this man? And how will this change the events of the novel? Would Ariel be able to live the life she wants? Character discussion. The female lead, Ariel Winston, is ambitious and she wants to change her ending straight away so she doesn't die, which I appreciate instead of waiting 10 plus chapters for something to happen. But her plan isn't very logic, so it's best to turn off your brain and just go with the flow. Her main plan is to buy and open a store and make money. Although she runs into the problem of not having enough money to buy a small shop, so the florist told her to get an investor. Can you guess who this will be? Yes, it is the male lead who will come and help her. The female lead comes up with good ideas for perfumes, but some ingredients are hard to obtain. Of course, the male lead will point her in the right direction. I thought when she was hiring for a new staff for her new shop, she had a good judgment of character. She chose dedication and passionate people over upper class people who knew nothing. Most of the story, she is positive and enjoyable to watch her grow and make new perfumes. The story never mentions about the female lead's mother or what happened to the original Ariel. Did she die? Then our female lead took over her body? Nobody knows. Duke Cedric Evans has red eyes, black hair, body with abs, and he's a duke. What more could you want? Although his personality falls flat because he doesn't express his feelings much and he just follows her around. Before, with the original Ariel, he would ignore her and couldn't care less, and then after the breakup, he does a 180 backflip. Is it because she is not interested in me anymore? But what is this feeling? Is it love? No, it can't be. That's the male lead's inner thoughts. And next we have the female lead's competitor, Fonta Magnus. She was introduced in chapter 10 as a rival. She is jealous of the female lead from the very start, creates the same perfumes as the female lead, which shows she doesn't have any ideas of her own. It's nice to have a bit of rivalry, but in this story it drags on. After going on the evil side, the female lead forgives her and they finally become friends, which is what the female lead wanted in the first place. The female lead's father is annoying because he thinks of nothing but remarrying the female lead for money to an old man. I don't think this story mentioned anything about her mother, but comment below to correct me if I missed that bit. The other side characters like the female lead's personal maid and the knight is adorable. They are like the comic relief. I wish they got together in the end. They could have made a very cute couple. They are very supportive and protective of the female lead. The male lead's right-hand man is also a funny comic relief too. Like this picture over here. This cracked me up so much. The final character we'll talk about is the fifth prince, Azen Khan Vira. I think that's how you say the name. He was introduced as a potential male lead. He has a personal cousin grudge towards the male lead. He's annoying because he causes so much trouble at the beginning of the story. One of his earlier plans was to make the female lead fall in love with him, even though he joined forces with the competitor. Yes, he's not a very smart prince. Afterwards, he does clean up his act and becomes friends with the female lead. He also has holy power, which is used halfway through in the story. Art discussion. The art style and color used is very beautiful, especially when the perfume is sprayed. Do you feel moved with this panel? It's also a funny moment with the reactions from the characters smelling the perfume. The expression and movements makes me feel happy. The perfume designs is all amazing and well drawn, but it does make me wonder how she got these bottles mass produced so quickly. But that's how the cartoon Manhwa world works, so you don't question it. The clothes worn by the female lead throughout the story is very pretty, like these party dresses. Although there is one dress she wore to a party and it looks like a wedding dress. The funny thing is this dress is so much better than other wedding dresses in other manhwas that I've read. Lastly, everyone in the story is very pretty and handsome, like the knight, the female lead's maid, the also cute florist, and the very hot bad guy. The only one drawn not pretty is her father, but he's not a very likable character, so that's fine. That concludes my review of the Tyrant Only Perfumer. Have you read it? Did you enjoy or dislike the story? Comment below and let me know. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to comment, like and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye!